Today we gather in a very unique manner to look back on the matric year of 2023, to reflect on the education system that we need for the future. The release of the matric results is always both an exciting and a tense time, but it is a time that all those who sat for this all-important examination look forward to, and we are exceptionally pleased to have you in our midst this morning. We also want to make use of this opportunity to wish you well for your future endeavors and to appeal to you to join hands with us and embark on a career path that will help us grow our province. Allow me thus to express our gratitude to all for honoring our invitations to attend this gathering. Later today, we will give recognition to our top achievers who have excelled academically towards their prosperous future. The class of 2023 has done well against all odds, and this class has made us proud. We should be mindful that this was the class that was in grade 9 when COVID pandemic created havoc in our country, but particularly in the education sector, with a massive learning backlog and very little exposure to formal assessment. With your dedication and commitment, you have shown us what can be achieved. This was, of course, also made possible through matric interventions and support programs which the department facilitated in all our schools and districts. This is also an indication that our education system in the province is stabilizing, and we are witnessing a gradual improvement in our matric results year on year. Allow me, therefore, Program Director, to congratulate the Northern Cape Department of Education for administrating a successful 2023 National Senior Certificate Examinations. A total of 183,000 answer scripts needed to be marked by 930 markers, 82 chief markers, 82 internal moderators at 4 marking centers in our province. The quality assurer, Umalosi, found that we have sound systems in place and the whole examination process was conducted with integrity. So our results have been certified by Umalosi as a direct reflection of the ability of our learners, free of irregularities. Can we give the Department of Education a round of applause? Matric exams is a massive operation. It's not a small operation. And I'm certain you could pick up the number of people who are involved in order to ensure that we've got an examination process that bears integrity. The Northern Cape registered 13,032 full-time candidates for the 2023 National Senior Certificate. This is the second biggest cohort candidates over the past 5 years who have registered and completed the National Senior Certificate Examination. The number of our grade 12s in the province is increasing. I can still remember when I started as a premier in 2019, we had about 10,000. Now we are sitting with about 13,000 grade 12s in the Northern Cape. I was telling the president yesterday that on Tuesday when was the opening of schools? It was on Wednesday. With the opening of schools on Wednesday in the Northern Cape, we had 307,000 children that went to our 554 schools in the Northern Cape. We've got 554 schools, public schools in the Northern Cape. And those schools accommodate 307,000. And for the first time, we have significantly passed 300,000 mark, which means parents are taking the education of their children seriously. Can we give our parents a nice round of applause? We need to ensure that every child of school going age is at school. And that first responsibility rests with parents. It rests with the parent of the child. Every child of school-going age must be at school. And I informed the President that we just completed and handed over 6 state-of-the-art schools in the province. And as we are seated here, there's 13 state-of-the-art schools which are under construction. So we are improving our capacity for intake, but it should not only be intake and buildings, but we need quality educators who are passionate about their craft. If we don't have good teachers, we'll end up with a bad public education. So it's not only about buildings, but it's about us having teachers who are dedicated, passionate about their responsibility to build the future of our children. Program Director, a total of 12,842 candidates wrote all subjects in the 2023 NSC examination. 9,740 candidates completed their final examination, bringing the overall pass rate of the Northern Cape to 75.8%. The pass rate for this year has increased to 1.6% from 74.2% to 75.8%. It is worth noting that over the past 4 years, our matric results have improved from 66% to 75.8%, which is an almost 10% increase. We recognize the steady increase, but regrettably, we fell short of the national average of 82.9 pass rate. Evidence, however, is there that we are gradually improving our grade 12 results. A total of 190 candidates could not complete the National Senior Certificate Examination due to reasons such as ill health and death in the immediate family, and will be allowed to complete the National Senior Certificate during May-June examinations. Ladies and gentlemen, 9 schools in the province recorded a 100% pass rate, whilst we managed to reduce our underperforming schools from 27 schools to 20 schools. Can we give our 100% pass rate schools as well a nice round of applause? I had an opportunity to go to almost all the 100% pass rate schools here in the province. And there's one thing that is standing out in all those schools. One thing that stands out in all those schools. And that thing is parent involvement. That's what stands out in all those schools. Parents' involvement in all those schools. So are the parents here who've got other children still in the basic education system here? Can I see your hands, all the parents who still have who've got your children at school? Are they here? If you want that school to perform, it's not about having good educators. I see a story from Slim Kimberley. It's an issue of parents getting involved. That's the starting point. I see Slim Kimberley. It's not a question of race as well. It's parents getting involved. You can't, as a parent, sit at home for the whole year. You are not involved in the school where your child is and expect good results. And from Clyde, so here, it's like here by this school, and you are not involved. How do you get that? So the starting point, parents should get actively involved in the life of the school. Take complete ownership of the school. And if that is not happening, that school won't get 100%, I can guarantee you that. So what is standing out with all these 100% schools is parent involvement. Actively involved in the SGP, actively involved in the programs of the school. The children can see their parents are also coming here at schools. So we are making a call to all our parents to ensure that they are involved in the life of the school. So program director, out of the 13,032 full-time candidates that sat for the full-time exams, 1,502 candidates obtained distinctions. And for your child to get a distinction, you must assist the child with homework, isn't it? You ask, is there homework? As a parent, yeah, is there. Come, sit here. Let's do the homework, let's go through your work. That's the only way in which children can get distinctions, and we've got increased number of distinctions. Children who got distinctions in the province by 2%. And 3,851 candidates obtained access to bachelor degree university entrance. So from the 9,000 that have passed, about 4,000 of them got bachelor degree university entrance. I thought this is a development where we'll give them a standing ovation and a roarous round of applause. 4,000 got university. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. This is not a small feat. We are celebrating the end of a 12-year journey. The performance of learners in mathematics have increased by 5.5%, whilst physical science decreased by 2.3%. We will place more focus and attention on these subjects for 2024 to ensure improved performance, which will broaden the landscape of possibilities for our children. The pass rate of our 5 districts are as follows. The Namakwa district recorded the highest pass rate of 81.6%, which is an increase of 1.6. So Namakwa is leading this year. Namakwa is leading this year. The district director of Namakwa is here. Can you just rise so that people can see how a face of a leading district director looks like? Can we give them a nice round of applause for that? We are 81.6, and there's been improvement of 1.6%. And the second district is ZF Mzawu district that has recorded 81.4% with a decrease of 2.4%. Can we see the district head of ZF Mzawu, Darase Gorba? So he has been dethroned this year. He was number 1 in 2022, and Namakwa came in now. They took the throne away from them. Namakwa now is number 1. But when he was number 1, he came here wearing a new suit. When he was number 1, he was wearing a new suit, a new tie, new pair of shoes, new shirt, a new everything. And he had a new hairstyle as well. So I see now he went back to the old outlook. He's wearing an old suit, old tie, old shirt, and old shoes as well. But they've done very well, standing at 81.4. And number 3 is Mittahseperepere district that has recorded a pass rate of 74.2%. With a massive decrease of 4.1%. That is the biggest decrease, is the second biggest decrease in our district performance. And number 4, we've got Mittahseperepere district. Which is standing at 73.7%. And Mittahseperepere has marked an increase of 1.8% this year. The John Taolo district, it recorded 73.4%, 73.7%, with a pass percentage that has increased by 5.7%. So the most improved district for 2023 is John Taolo district. Can we get the district head for Pixley just to rise for all of us to see the face and give him a nice round of applause? And as well as the district head of Mittahseperepere, for us to see the face and give him a nice round of applause. And the district head of John Taolo for the massive increase in the year 12. Ladies and gentlemen, as we are about to improve the weaknesses and poor performance in the 2023 National Senior Certificate results, the Provincial Improvement Plan will include, amongst others, a myriad of programs with a specific focus on underperforming schools. Novice teachers, progress learners, learner performance, leadership and management, consequent management and strategies to improve our performance. I highlight the performance of the National Senior Certificate to give you insight into what it means for you to sit for this examination. My cardinal message to you, however, today is that education is a central, critical determinant of the economic and social success of any country. It is probably the most effective means to eradicate poverty. It is the means of future success for any individual. My plea to all stakeholders is to play their part in ensuring that education is not a departmental or a government program, but a societal matter. Education is not about classroom and a book. All role players need to join hands to ensure that this is realized and that what we have achieved thus far is sustained and improved. To those learners who cannot succeed, there is always another tomorrow. Nelson Mandela once said, everyone can rise above their circumstances and achieve success if they are dedicated to and passionate about what they do. Failure is therefore not a permanent feature, but a temporary inconvenience that serves as a source of experience. We want you to succeed, and as government, we will support you to do so. Where learners need to rewrite the exams in 2024, We request these learners to contact the nearest district office for assistance in getting placement in an examination center. Allow me to take this opportunity to thank the MEC of Education, Mr. Zolile Monakali, the acting head of department, and all senior and middle managers for the leadership they provide to schools. All district and second officials, curriculum chief directorate, curriculum coordinators, and all subject advisors must be acknowledged for the role they have played. A special word of appreciation to the examination chief director, as well as the district examination officials for their commitment, involvement, outstanding manner in which they conduct examinations in the province. We would also like to convey our appreciation to the South African Police Services for their support and cooperation when we conducted the final matric examination. I thank all unions that operate within this sector and all our dedicated teachers for their outstanding role in assisting the Northern Cape Department of Education in taking our combined efforts to greater heights. I sincerely trust that this cooperation will continue. Please remember that these learners are our children who need our assistance and support at all times. My best wishes to all, especially the class of 2023, in all your future endeavors. It's possible that the next Premier of the Northern Cape in the next 10, 15 years is seated here amongst this cohort of 2023 grade 12. So you have made yourselves and us as a province very proud. Make 2024 the year that starts your journey to achieve success in all spheres of your life, especially education. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Premier. Now I have to adjust my minutes. But thank you very much, Premier. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we have a Premier who really made education fashionable over the period that he was in office. So I believe he needs a much louder round of applause. Let's do that. Premier, we heed your call, and importantly, Premier, I think we do as the education fraternity, this includes parents as well, we acutely understand that all learners can learn. Success breeds success. But we as adults with schools control the conditions of success. So thank you once more, Premier. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We continue our proceedings. We call upon the acting HOD, Mr. Gideon Oliphant, to come to the podium.
Thank you, Program Director. Greetings to everyone. Good morning to the Premier and our executive. Mine is just to translate a vote of thanks. We want to start off by thanking Pastor Grace for inviting the Holy Spirit, and we accept the teachings, Pastor Grace, that when we pray, indeed we get answered. We are also accepting, Pastor Grace, that no shadow of shame must darken our faces. Thank you very much for that message, Pastor Grace. We want to thank the Premier. Premier, thank you for the leadership that you always display to us. Thank you for reminding us of the commitment of the provincial executive in terms of your commitment to education. We want to then thank EXCO the MECs and all members of Parliament for gracing us with your presence. We want to thank SATU for always supporting us and keeping us on our toes. So also the other unions within the sector. I want to personally thank all officials of the department for your undying support. I want to single out our officials in exam for a very successful exams period that we have gone through. We want to thank our social partners, in particular the Executive Director from Telkom, Ms. Desiree Litabo, our representatives from MTN and Standard Bank. Thank you very much for gracing us with your presence. If there's any social partners that I've left out, please accept our thanks for your attendance of the session. We want to thank Mr. Koia, our Provincial Public Service Commissioner. Program Director, thank you very much to you for having run this session. We want to then thank our principals under the leadership of the district directors and the circuit managers. We want to particularly thank our principals for the work that they are doing in each and every school, for we understand that the work of the principal goes beyond what the job description says. So thank you very much for the extra effort and continuing to steer our schools in the right direction under the leadership of our circuit managers. I always say the work of the circuit managers is completely understated, because the circuit managers are the ones who are supervising the schools. So I want to iron out our circuit managers and say thank you very, very much for all the hard work that you are doing. I want to then lastly say thank you to the parents for your undying support. As the Premier has correctly said, without parental involvement, we will not be able to achieve what we set ourselves out in our schools. So thank you for your undying support. We want to then say thank you to our learners of 2023. Thank you very much for making us proud. We celebrate you and we salute the work that you have done in this particular year. Congratulations, the world is your oyster. Program Director, I want to leave it at that and give over to you and remind us that colleagues, we have another year ahead. We have a lot of work to put in for this year. There has been a lot of good work which has registered at 1.6%. Let's improve on that and let's make sure that we take our province back to it. This province knows what the #1 position feels like. We've been there before. And I am completely convinced that we can get there again. So thank you very much. And back to you, Program Director. Thank you.
Thank you, HOD. Thank you, HOD. I now call upon Mr. Moyo from Imamoho. He's the principal of Imamoho. He will receive the statement of results for his school, but also that of all of the schools represented here. So if Mr. Moyo can come to the podium, you will receive that from MEC and Premier. And then we're also going to ask some of the principals who are here to assemble on my right-hand side, because we want them to take a photo with the Premier, our MEC and the Executive. We're waiting for you, Mr. Moyo. Exams, statement of results. Mr. Moyo is waiting. Okay. Mr. Moyo, we're going to present to you. I'm going to present MEC and Premier to you now. They will formally present the statement of results to you.
Mr. Moya, Mr. Moya, on behalf of the Department of Education, I'm handing over to you the results of the class of 2023, the statement of results, and we're handing it over with the hope and understanding that we've done very well, we've worked hard, and as principals, understanding that this year we are even going to work harder to make our community proud and to make our government proud. So thank you and receive on behalf of the Department of Education. Thank you very much.
Let me greet our Premier, Dr. Saul. Let me greet our MEC and all the dignitaries that are here. You are greeted. All protocol observed. On behalf of the schools that are here, you are so grateful of this achievement. It is not because of our own, but there are people behind us who assisted us, who helped us. The intervention classes, the incubations, the hard-working teachers behind the scenes who were sleeping over at the schools with the learners. Therefore, we say thank you very much. This is just the beginning. There's a lot that is expected of us for this year. And thank you, principals, thank you, teachers, thank you, everybody who made it possible for us. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Mr. Moyo. Mr. Moyo was a subject advisor once before MEC. So he knows exactly what goes on in education in the department. He's just an extension. He decided to retreat back to the school. Thank you, Mr. Moyo. The principals are here. They're ready for their photo shoot with all with the Premier and all the executives. Whilst they're getting ready for their photo shoot, I call upon Mr. Mittahseperepere, who will give us the way forward, particularly for our learners. Mr. Mittahseperepere? We have a couple of announcements to make still.
you.